People just need to learn what to do better when they're in the moment. So what is this moment, you ask? I'm sorry, I shouldn't really have asked myself that, because the moment could be anything. A feeling, an action, event. Like, say you're at a party and you're having a blast, and in that moment you did something that you thought was cool and fun in that moment, but then all of a sudden, like minutes or hours later, you realize maybe that wasn't a good thing that I did after all. Or there could be the bad moments, angry moments. You could be like, I'm mad. Those are the bad moments that, people have to avoid. There was a somewhat of a documentary that I saw when I made my 2 videos on the moment. And what this documentary was about, it was about these inmates spending time talking to a camera. They were all by themselves, and they talked about what brought them into prison, what got them sent to prison and serving a life sentence, And one of those inmates said, I shot my friend because I was angry. He also means he was angry at that moment. That's my example of what people do for bad actions when they're in the moment. It's all about good and bad. What can you do that's good in the moment? Well, I'll just list 2. First thing, at that moment, I was feeling like I wanted to help someone. And then next thing I knew, I saw someone that needed help getting their groceries into their car, so I helped them. Or someone needed help crossing the road on his wheelchair. His electric wheelchair was stuck on a curb, so he needed a little help getting a little bit of a lift so that he could go to his destination. That's good, but then there's also bad. What people like to focus on are the bad things that people do in the moment. And the bad things that people do, what I named was just a handful. There could be a lot of things a lot of good things that you do in the moment, and there could be a lot of bad things in the moment. At the end, it's up to you to make the good choice. Good choices don't get you into trouble, obviously, but the bad ones, of course, they get you into trouble. My mother and father always told me, make good choices. I think what they mean is make good choices when you are in the moment. Because you could do either the opposite of whatever in the moment. What people don't realize is that it's temporary and it doesn't last forever. Sure, it might go on for a couple hours, but a couple hours, when you look back, you're like, hey, that wasn't forever. That was just maybe a couple hours. Or who knows, really. But then the people that do the bad things, they don't think. Because once you cross that line, you're never going to go back. You know that old saying, once you start, there's no turning back. Or that saying, you can't take back your actions, and you can't take back your words. I was told that when I was little as well. You can never take your words back. You can never take your actions back as well.